In late 2019, I purchased an iPad Pro, and ever since then, how I film and create my videos for YouTube has changed drastically. So here is my iPad, the 2018 iPad Pro. My version is the 11-inch model with 256 gigabytes of storage, and in today's video I'm going to discuss and show you guys how I entirely run my YouTube channel, the one you are watching right now, off of this device. But before I get too deep into how I use my iPad, I feel it is necessary to describe what I used to use when I made my videos. Here is my 2015 MacBook Pro and what I used to use as my main device for the creation of videos on this channel. This device, like my new iPad, was used for scripting, editing, creating thumbnails, and eventually uploading the videos to YouTube. When this was used as my main device, I'd use Pages to script my videos, Final Cut Pro to edit my videos, and Pixelmator to create thumbnails for my videos. This collection of software worked incredibly well for me, and ever since I started uploading tech content to my channel, it is what I have always used to make videos. As time passed, however, I wanted something small to use that I could carry with me almost anywhere and use to create videos on the go, and that's when I purchased this iPad. Since the day I purchased this device, it has essentially become my YouTube machine. So let's talk about how I use this iPad to run my channel. The very first part of creating any video for me is writing up a script for what I'm going to say. Back when I first started making content, I never used to do this, but since then, I've decided that it helps my videos flow a lot better and allows me to truly articulate what I need to say. So to write my scripts, I just use Apple's Notepad app and type directly onto the iPad using the touchscreen. As there is nothing overly complex about my scripts, I don't need to use more powerful software like Microsoft Word or Apple's Pages. However, they would be good alternatives if I had need for more features. A lot of people hate typing on a touchscreen, and whilst I will definitely agree it isn't the best experience or the optimal one at that, it's good enough and gets the job done. Once my script is written, I then go out and film the certain footage that I need. I don't do this using the iPad Pro, however, and use a mixture of film shot on an old DSLR, my DJI Osmo Action, as well as my smartphone. If I wanted to, I probably could film some of the footage using the iPad directly with its camera, as the quality is really good, but it isn't exactly an optimal thing to be doing. So the first thing anyone needs to do once they have filmed their video is bring it onto the device that they're going to be editing it on. Because of the USB-C port on the iPad Pro and the introduction of the Files app, this couldn't be any easier. With devices that can plug directly into computers, such as this Osmo Pocket, all you need is a USB-C cable on one side and whatever plug goes into the device, which in this case for the Osmo Pocket is a two-way USB-C cable. If you simply plug one end into the iPad and the other into the camera, the footage will show up straight away within Apple's new Files app and you can easily import it. If you have a camera that won't connect straight to the iPad, however, such as this DSLR, you can purchase a dongle which will allow you to connect your SD or even micro SD card to the iPad where you can now import your footage. So now that I have the footage on my iPad, it now comes time to edit the video. And the absolute best software available on iPads for this task is Luma Fusion. Luma Fusion is arguably the best video editor ever created for iOS devices and is easily the most powerful currently available. It runs incredibly well on the iPad Pro and has many more features present than I will ever use. I'm not going to go into too much detail about Luma Fusion. If you want to know what editing videos on an iPad Pro is like, you can check out one of my other videos here. But in short, this software is great for video editing, and I have easily been able to switch from Final Cut Pro to Luma Fusion without much issue. For professional video editors, there may be features seemingly lacking in Luma Fusion, but for an average person like me, it does everything I need to for my YouTube channel. Once I've imported my footage into Luma Fusion, it is time to start the video creation process. And this is where the iPad OS's multitasking functionality becomes especially helpful. With Luma Fusion open, I can simply swipe from the bottom of my screen, bring up an instance of the Notes app simultaneously to my project within Luma Fusion. This allows me to then record my voice within Luma Fusion, reading straight off the script that I have previously written within the Notes app. When recording my voiceover, I don't make use of any kind of external mic and instead use the integrated microphone on the iPad Pro. Previously, when using my MacBook, I did use an external microphone, but I found the audio I can get out of the iPad's microphone is still really good and gets the job done for the content I create. If you want to hear how the microphone quality sounds out of an iPad, well, you're currently listening to it. So now the long process begins. I sit down, just me and my iPad, and create my next YouTube video. This is the most time-consuming part of the process, but in my opinion, editing the video is the most enjoyable part about the whole YouTube creation process. So with the video now completed, it comes time to export, which on the iPad Pro doesn't seem to take any longer than what it would on a MacBook Pro. So here it is, a finished video, accessible on the iPad's photo app. So now it's time to upload this video to my YouTube channel. Because of iPadOS, Safari is more functional than ever and allows you to access the desktop version of YouTube and upload your video. It's almost the same as doing it straight from a traditional computer. Instead, you get prompted to open the camera library to select the video. Then you simply follow the steps you normally would of giving your video a title, writing a description, as well as creating tags for your video. So using an iPad so far, we have managed to write a script, import our footage, edit our video, and upload it to YouTube. So with that done, there is really only one step left to having a completed video, and that is to make a thumbnail. To create a thumbnail on my iPad, I use Procreate, which, in all honesty, I still don't really know how to use properly. My thumbnails are generally pretty simple, and all I do is either take a screenshot from my video and turn it into a thumbnail, or take a photo with my camera, bring it into Procreate, and add text. The whole process, again, is made really easy with iPadOS. I can simply use an online text generator and simply drag and drop images of text templates, or even easily put images in. Making a thumbnail on the iPad is the hardest part of using an iPad for a YouTube channel, in my opinion. And it's not because of the iPad itself, but more due to a lack of understanding of Procreate on my behalf. I need to take more time to learn how to use it, as it is vastly different to Pixelmator, which I used to use on the Mac. Or, on the other hand, I could just purchase Pixelmator on the iPad at some stage and try use that. But it's really just a learning curve with the software I'm trying to use. So that covers the entire process of creating a video and uploading it to my YouTube channel. But what of actual channel maintenance and viewer interaction? Well, that's where YouTube's app, YouTube Studio, comes into play. YouTube Studio is made for content creators like myself to keep track of their channel through various analytics, as well as reply to any comments on their videos. This functionality could also be accessed simply by using YouTube on Safari, but the app is just a lot more convenient to use. The app is really simple to use, and I won't go into too much detail describing it, but it allows you to check on things such as subscribers, views, watch times, and have it all graphed out for you in an easy to understand format, and really keep track of your YouTube channel. So that pretty much sums up how I use just an iPad to run my own YouTube channel and how I complete different tasks using this device. If you want to see more videos that I've made on my iPad Pro, I'll have them linked in the description. Just as a side note to end this video off, I just want to say how impressed I am with how capable tablets have become in the last few years. When I started making videos for my channel, I would have never thought that an iPad would be the main thing that I use to create videos, but I guess here we are. Technology never fails to impress me with just how far it has come, to the point that we have a fully fledged video editor running on an iPad. Isn't that crazy? Anyways guys, as always, thank you so much for watching this video. I seriously hope you enjoyed it. And if you would consider subscribing, that would be fantastic, as I have this crazy goal of reaching 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2020. And if you want to help me out, that would mean a lot. If you have any questions or feedback, make sure you leave a comment down below. And once again, thank you so much for watching.